walking crime scene. I know, you might be in shock, so I'm going to say it one more time. I am a walking crime scene. My skin laid bare is inscribed with the muffled screams of ones who only knew being stolen. My hands have learned to mold fists and expunge mortal flames. My feet keep learning to take speed, but hope to never know, not being fast enough to get away. My legs, pried open, will be made a temporary home by an uninvited guest. My eyes, naturally brown, will learn to wear the hues of blue, green, purple, and red. My chest will learn a deafening silence and forget how to rise. My mouth encages a revolver tongue whose bullet words ricochet perfectly and return to me. The mirror, a trusted friend, has my figure in chalk outlines. My expressions numb and deathly cold. I am a walking crime scene. Many of us can relate to these sentiments. I'm not going to ask for a show of hands or for you to clap if you feel me, because essentially I know the difficulty of that association. Identified by the worst that can happen to you. I've been there. It's toxic and we know it, but even as intelligent, sense-making human beings, we keep that base thirst for blood intricately woven into our indoctrinated need to please. We call that living. I want to propose a different way of looking at how you inhabit your life. A way to look at your lived experiences as more than just footnotes worthy of a eulogy or an obituary, but rather as the foundations and the impatient impetus to give your life purpose, a selfish purpose that benefits you and the very people that you are habituated to appease. I want you to join me in developing the nerve to possess yourself. I grew up in a Black majority country, never realizing that one day I'd be called an ethnic minority. Call it privileged ignorance. But what I did recognize was the silencing of people like me. The people who'd step outside of the lines drawn in the desert sands. The unnamed who flickered like embers in late-night fires that I first came to know at my grandparents' cattle post, playing Black Mampatile, and then on school trips where we'd toast marshmallows to dunk into our hot chocolates under star-littered skies. With no way of marking my true north, first by day and then by night, I became a war zone. Cut by the stares, punched by the sniggering, I soon learned how to trade bits of myself in this conflict in a hope to create some sense of harmony. But one thing you'll learn from a lifetime of biting your tongue, memories lose their flavors. And so, I went on a mission, all about me. Spotting myself under my bed, in distant friends' laughter, in forgotten photographs, in nicknames, in denim jackets, sun-battered and rain-kissed soil, scarred knees, and remembering that's the way love goes. Ooh. I found that breathing could be a revolutionary act, part sustenance and part control. Art did that for me. It triggered an urgency for me to be a better me through creation. And I started to reclaim the very thing I thought I'd been trading all along, which in fact was just taken from me, my voice. I am many things to many people, but nowadays it all starts with what I can call myself and know to be my truth. Artivist, writer, humanitarian, friend, a relentless Motswana, child of a loving mother and a treasured father. I build no monuments to these because the proof is in me. I own it. I now call on you to undress yourself of the scar tissues of your oppressions and redress those parts of you that you only ever defined by their value to other people. It's not a matter of can you, it's a matter of will you. Will you reclaim your story and all its parts? It shouldn't take fear to frighten you into self-belief. This isn't arrogance. This is developing the nerve to possess yourself. I am a living pride scene. My skin is a lyrical landscape of duets with the sun. My hands collide to send seismic waves of adoration and set course for dancing. My feet carve meandering pathways for wanderers like me. My legs have learned to climb, to jump, to abound the impossible. My eyes praise the wetness of happy tears and their medicine for grief. My chest jolts with the pounding of a resilient drummer. And this mouth is a free house to compassion. And that revolver tongue still shoots, but the mirror has learned to show when it cracks. And I continue to learn myself, to mend, and never buy that I am a living crime scene, because I am a living pride scene. Thank you.